I'm going to be bidding on my first ever property auction. Hi guys, and welcome back to the Property Hustle. For those that don't know how auction works, properties that usually go to auction are properties that can't get a traditional mortgage, and therefore if you're buying at auction there's a lot of risks and things that you have to take into consideration. So I have been offering on development sites here in London, but I've also been looking for properties up in Nottingham. Now Nottingham is the area where I already invest, and I actually stumbled across a property that's due to be sold at auction today, like 2 streets over from my current property. So I was like, do you know what, this is a no-brainer. I know the area, I know how much the end value of this property would be, I know how much it can be let out for. Like, this is my patch, I have to offer on this property. So I've spent the last month raising finance to be able to purchase this property and refurbish it. The intention with it is to buy it, refurbish it, and then refinance. Now this is a strategy that's used by a lot of investors, and it'll be my first time doing a buy refurb refinance deal, but technically my buy to let, even though it wasn't specifically a buy refurb refinance, I did buy it, I did refurbish it, and 2 years later down the line I did refinance. So but this particular project is quite a quick turnaround. Because you're buying at auction, it's going to be quite a fast exchange and sale, and I've got to be able to do the works, get in, do the works really quickly, and then move on to a regular buy-to-let mortgage, because I'm going to be using what's known as bridging finance to purchase the property, and bridging finance is quite expensive. It's a very expensive form of borrowing. And also I've got, borrowed money from investors who are going to be expecting their return within sort of 6 to 12 months. So this is the first time that I'm using actual outside investor in finance to purchase, refurb and refinance a property. So I'm really, really excited. I'm a bit nervous because growing up, I used to watch property auction shows like Homes and the Hammer, and I used to wonder, would I ever be in a position to go to auction and to be able to bid? And although in my lifetime I've been to many auctions, I've never actually been in an auction where I've bid on something. So this is really, really exciting. It's kind of like a full circle moment for me. So yeah, the property is the guide price for property is 50,000. Properties on that street, once done up to a good standard, can sell for 100,000. So already there's a lot of profit potentially in that deal. Now I've calculated, and I've done my due diligence, I've run my numbers, I've calculated that the most that I can offer on this property is 55,000, because it's going to cost almost 20,000 to do the refurbishment. Because if I buy at 50 and then I refurbish it for 20,000, I'd be all in at 70,000. Now when you factor in the interest that I'll be paying on the bridging finance that I would have borrowed, and the investor finance that I would have borrowed for the refurb, let's say I'm probably going to be all in at maybe like 80k-ish. So once we refinance onto a regular buy-to-let mortgage, and let's say we refinance that £100,000, that means there'll be £20,000 worth of profit, and that I'd use that profit essentially to pay back my investors, pay back all the interest, any costs or whatever, and then I'd hold the property. Now 55,000 is my top mark. Anything over that, there wouldn't be enough meat in the deal for me to justify bidding and essentially getting the property, because if I overbid for it, I'm not going to be able to refinance and pull enough money out of the deal to pay off my investors and for it to be a worthwhile project. So with all of that said, I am going to record myself in the bidding, and wish me luck guys, we'll see how it goes. I finally managed to fix my cookies to be able to bid, and I can't even bid because it's over the price that I know it's even worth. Whoever's buying it, 75,500. I don't know how much they think they're going to need to spend at least 20k doing it up. It's not going to be worth it in my opinion, because if you're buying using bridging finance, that's a lot. Well, if someone's buying cash, it's different, I guess. But if you're buying bridging at 75,500, the property once done up is worth maybe 100,000. So there isn't much meat in that deal. So I'm just intrigued to know who's bidding 75,500. I almost want to place a cheeky bid just to like force them up, but if I then get left, if my offer gets accepted, I'd be screwed. Wow. I'll be interested to see how far it goes. It was on 75,500 for the longest time. Bidders number 2 and 9 have just been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. 78! Oh my god, who's that? Bidder 9. 49 seconds left. 79! 80! Oh my god. This is ridiculous. 34 seconds left. Oh my gosh. 81. 81,500. Bloody hell, this is exciting. I mean, I know. 82. They're definitely buying cash. They are definitely buying cash. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 83. Extended by 30 seconds. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. So, this is ridiculous. I don't think you understand. Properties on this road in mint condition sell for this amount. They must be cash buyers. They have to be cash buyers, because a buy refurb refinance deal would not be possible at this level on this particular street. Because if you buy at 85,000, including costs as well, because you've got to pay costs to the auctioneer, your legal fees, etc. Let's tack on another, let's say 5k of fees. That's 90k. It's sold. Check in bidding status. Sold for 85,000 to bidder number 9. Well done, bidder number 9. You stuck in there. You stuck in there. Yeah, if I had the opportunity to put in a bid, I would have been out sort of by 12:21, and the bidding started at 12:18. So that was 10 minutes. Do you know what? It's been a really good learning experience, I'm not going to lie. It's been great sort of learning how to prepare for auctions, getting checked as well. So like, in order to be like evaluated to be able to bid on this property, I had to go through certain security checks, money laundering checks. I did my numbers. I managed to raise the finance to do the refurbishment work. So I raised £21,000 in the space of a month. So that in itself has been a huge learning experience for me, but I'm gutted. I am gutted, I'm not gonna lie, I'm upset, but it is what it is. And maybe the cookies, maybe that was meant to happen. I'm a firm believer in, what will be, and clearly this property was not for me, but it's been a great learning experience. I have now a handful of investors backing me from whatever my next project is going to be. So all is not lost, in my opinion. I think it is, it's been a valuable experience, and I look forward to whatever the next purchase will be.